Ooh, so you want to get this haircut? Alright, so in less than 10 minutes, I'm gonna teach you how you can get this haircut at home today by yourself. So what you'll need for this is a trimmer with a lever. You're gonna need a half guard. You're gonna need a #1 guard. You're gonna need a comb. You're gonna need a stationary mirror, like the one I got right there. And you're gonna need a portable mirror, which I'm gonna show you how you can use. Alright, so first things first, you're gonna need one bigger mirror that's stationary. And then you wanna have one of these portable ones. This stand right here is actually from my LED lights. So you're gonna need something to attach your mirror to. If you're in the bathroom, you can actually have one of those mirrors that come out of the wall. So you can angle it so you can see yourself. But this is basically just for me to see myself from the front and from the back. This mirror I got from IKEA. It was very cheap and I just used some tape. Now we're ready to get started, but first I just need to swap shirt because I don't want to use this one. Alright, so let's get to it. Alright, so first you want to wet your hair, so I've just done that. And if you currently don't have the two separate sections, so the longer section and the shorter section, which for me is very clear right here, what I would suggest is using one of these combs and use the metal part. How you make one of these lines is that you draw the line where these two lines intercept. So for me, I have my hairline coming here, and then I have this line coming here, and then I know that that's the point where I want to draw the line. Basically, you just drag the pointy bit, just straight across, and then you move everything up. And then you hold, and then you just comb it up. And then that's what you do basically for the entire part. And you can also see, because if you have a cow slick in the back, you don't want to make that line intercept like right where the cow slick is. So you're gonna have to go a little bit below. So that's why when you make a haircut like this, you're gonna wanna go straight, and then it's gonna come down a little bit down here, which is perfectly fine. So that's normal to have. So don't think it's gonna be like a straight line across, but it's gonna come down a little bit in the back here. When I did this to myself, basically what happened was these two lines were uneven. So what you can do is you can stand straight in the mirror and check for yourself if they match up. If they don't, maybe you wanna take down one, but you wanna make sure they're symmetrical. So this can be quite time consuming, but take your time, you don't have to stress. Just make sure you get it right, because that's gonna make everything so much easier. Luckily for me at the moment, my hair is not long to the point that it's coming down and distracts, but if it does, you just take your comb and just place it in there so it stays. Alright, so on the trimmer, I have the lever closed and I don't have any guard on, so a 0. Let's go. So in the beginning, I kind of just like to match up the lines right here, so I think this one looks quite good to begin with. I'm just gonna match that on the other side. Okay, so as you can see, it's very uneven. So this one is going like that, and this one is just going straight. So pay attention to the details, because this is gonna be key. So you wanna have a really good base, so make sure that you get the lines very similar. So start with the sides, and then you do the back at the end. Alright, so now that I'm done with the sides, what I do is I use this in the back, and I see what it looks like here. So now I can see that this part on my right is a little bit higher than on the left, so I'm gonna have to take this bit on the left up a little bit more. That's step 1 done. Now we're gonna move on to step number 2. So now we're attaching the half guard to the trimmer. We still wanna have the lever, this bad boy, we still wanna have that closed, alright? And when we're doing this, because we don't have that much space to utilize around here, and we want to fade it up. So what we're going to do is we're going to make a line around here, about 1 inch up with this, and just work our way around the entire line. And you can see the difference clearly once I start. Now this sounds looking all across, like that. So now we're gonna take off the half guard, and we're just using the trimmer at a 0 without any guard. But now we're gonna open the lever. You see that's closed, that's open. We're gonna have it half open. And we're just gonna go between the line we made initially and the line we just made now. So we're just gonna fade that bit in. And what you wanna do is when you go against the line, you just want to go and touch on the line, go a little bit onto the second line and then up and flick. So like that, super easy. So you just want to make the contrast between those two lines just a little bit less. This is going to take some practice. I have definitely not mastered this yet, but practice makes perfect. Alright, so I think we're good there, and then we're moving on to the next step. And now we're going to use a number 1 guard with the lever closed, right? So like that. And same here again, you want to make a new line, and this time we're going to go up almost to the top. So, but you want to leave about a centimeter until the longer hair comes. So leave a centimeter around here. Alright, so we got the new line around here. Because this line is so harsh between the two, what we're going to do is we're going to minimize that harsh line by fading it together. So you got the half guard on, then you want to have the lever half open. So not open fully, not closed, but just right there. That's the sweet spot. So now you want to go across these two lines again, just flick a little bit in between. So just make that contrast more smooth. Alright, so we're going to use the number 1 guard, and this time we're going to use the lever open, and now we're basically just going over that last bit which we saved. Look at this side already. Since this is the last step, this is where everything comes together. Now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to touch up the back a little bit, because I know that I always forget the hairs that come down here. So that's what I'm going to take out before I jump in the shower. Okay, so this is how it turned out. What do you guys think? So this is the before. And this is the after. Well, I personally think that looks great. It took me about 15 minutes and it's so easy to do. I mean, you don't have to spend like $50 each time you go to the barber, unless you want to do something crazy, which you can't do. But for me personally, I usually get this kind of haircut anyways, that for me I save so much money by just doing it at home. I don't have to book in a time, I don't have to wait for my barber to be available. I can just do it more frequently, because honestly, I wouldn't be able to personally afford paying $50 every 7 days for a haircut. I think that's ridiculous. And especially now when I'm growing out my beard as well, I want to have the skill sets to be able to cut both my hair and my beard so that I can do it at home. And also I can help cut my friends so they can save money, and I'm also learning a new skill. So yeah, I hope you really enjoyed this video. I hope you found it somewhat useful, and I shall see you in the next one.